Patanjali was a sage in ancient India, thought to be the author of number of Sanskrit works. The greatest of these are the Yoga Sutras, a classical yoga text. The Yoga Sutras of Patanjali is a collection of Sanskrit sutras on the theory and practice of yoga. The Yoga Sutras was compiled in the early centuries by the sage Patanjali in India, who synthesized and organized knowledge about yoga from much older traditions. Patanjali is not the inventor of yoga, but rather yoga is most importantly known scribe. The Yoga Sutras are best known for its reference to Ashtanga, that is 8 elements of practice, culminating in Samadhi, concentration of the mind of an object of meditation, namely yama, abstinences, niyama, observances, asana, yoga postures, pranayama, breath control, pratyahara, withdrawal of the senses, dharana, concentration of the mind, dhyana, meditation, and samadhi, that is absorption. However, its main aim is kaivalya, discernment of Purusha, the witness conscious as separate from Prakriti, the cognitive apparatus, and disentanglement of Purusha from Prakriti's muddled defilements. The contemporary yoga tradition holds the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali to be one of the foundational texts of classic yoga philosophy. The Yoga Sutra is not a philosophy book to be studied with the intellect or ordinary mind, but rather it is an experimental workbook that is revealed by an open heart. Wisdom is, by its nature, trans-rational and trans-conceptual, broader than any man-made conception or constructed thought wave, and Patanjali everywhere confirms that hypothesis. Wisdom as well as intellect comes from an innate sourceless intelligence of the universal boundless mind, that is, the light behind consciousness, Parama Purusha. Patanjali tells us that at the end of ordinary linear thought process is where meditation begins, while the end of meditation itself is samadhi, that is total integration. This is the practice of yoga, where yoga is the verb, practice and process, while nirbhij samadhi in kaivalyam, that is absolute freedom, realizing our true, natural, unconditioned self as Purusha Sattva, is the objectless, ever-present goal. Scholars hold that both texts, the sutras and commentary, were written by one person. Patanjali's composition was entitled Patanjali Yogasastra, the treatise on yoga according to Patanjali, and consisted of both sutras and bhasya. This means that bhasya was in fact Patanjali's own work. Patanjali divided his yoga sutras written in Sanskrit language into 4 chapters, or books in Sanskrit called padas, containing in all 196 aphorisms, divided as Samadhi Pada, that is 51 sutras, Sadhana Pada, 55 sutras, Vibhuti Pada, 56 sutras, Kaivalya Pada, that is 34 sutras. Yoga Sutra is an excellent companion for those who would use meditation as a path. Here, one may use Yoga Sutras as a lab book. Read a little, then practice. Read some more, practice. Read, and so forth in that way. The lab book enhances the practice. Here it is the practice which reveals. It is our experience which educates our beliefs. Our beliefs must conform to reality, not the other way around. Such then are mutual synergists. Patanjali warns against domination of the vritti of preconceived beliefs, no matter how authoritative it would be, and tells us to be present in our experience. The following translation of the Yoga Sutras, however, will show that yoga is aimed at universal truth, beyond any one religion, culture, era, or nation. Certainly, beyond all concepts, ideology, religion, or language. This is the universal truth that Patanjali intends. This work is dedicated toward revealing the universal message of authentic yoga that the sage Patanjali first wrote down approximately 2000 years ago.